What's up, my friends? I'm Big Hush, and I want to talk to you about a mask, of all things. Alright, I want to talk to you about a mask that I bought that cost quite a bit of money, and I'm just curious what you would have paid for the mask, particularly if you're a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, because I'm not a hardcore Nightmare on Elm Street fan. Obviously, I'm a bigger fan of a different franchise than that. But here's the thing, let me give you the backstory. So, I had this concept in mind of making a Jason mask where there's like some big chunks busted out of it, and then behind it, it reveals that it's Freddy Krueger wearing the mask. And I feel so stupid now, or I felt so stupid almost as soon as I left the store, to be honest with you. Because my idea was, okay, I'm gonna go to Spirit Halloween, I'm gonna buy a latex Freddy Krueger mask. I'm gonna take the chunks out of the hockey mask, you know, Jason's hockey mask, and I'll cut the front off of a Freddy Krueger mask and stick it behind the Jason mask. That way when you put the mask on, you got the hockey mask, you got the reveal of Freddy's face in there behind it, all in one piece. So I go to Spirit Halloween and I want to get the best Freddy Krueger mask there is because I want it to look good. And they have a few different versions, but I end up buying this sucker, which to me looks awesome and completely creepy because it looks so real. I don't know what you guys think, and if you're, you know, a bigger fan of Nightmare on Elm Street than I'll ever be, then you might know that if this is good or bad, but I think this thing looks awesome. The problem is, it was $69.99, so after taxes obviously it was well over 70 bucks. About the time I got home, I realized, how stupid do I have to be to think that I need to buy a latex mask and then cut the front off of it and stick it to the back of the hockey mask, instead of just making the hockey mask with the blown out chunks and then wearing a full latex mask when the hockey mask is worn. That would be the exact same effect. But in my defense, what I was thinking was to have a display mask like all of mine are. You know, I couldn't have the full latex mask behind it. It wouldn't hang right, it wouldn't display right, it just wouldn't work. So that's where my head was at, but like I said, once I got home, I just felt really stupid. I was like, why did I think that this was the route to take on it? Also, when I bought such a good looking latex mask, then I really was thinking, I don't want to cut into this thing. I couldn't bring myself to do it. As someone who's a fan of masks and mask work in general, I did not want to chop this thing up for the sake of my hockey mask concept. Anyway, it brought up the question too. I was curious, what would you guys pay? Because if you saw my NECA Jason mask video, we discussed in that just the fact that it was kind of a high price for something that wasn't screen accurate and claimed to be. This thing, as far as I can tell, I don't know, this looks just like Freddy to me. If there's any problems with it, I'm not entirely sure what they could possibly be. If I was a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, I would have no problem whatsoever paying this price for it. And I'll tell you why. Because as you've seen, let me pop this bad boy off here. You've seen this in every single mask video that I've made at the end because I love having this to display the final mask on. But if you haven't watched the video, because I'm pretty sure I did a video on my hood and where I got it. This is a Jason hood that I bought from the Devil's Latex. You can find them, at the time when I bought this several years ago, you could order through their Facebook page, but when I recently checked for someone else, it looks like he's only taking orders through his Instagram and through direct email, possibly. I don't know. I'll link the Devil's Latex Facebook page down below, and that can be your in to try to get yourself a hood. But I paid over $100 for this thing, and it was worth every penny. I have never regretted buying this hood. I'm sure you can see the detail is incredible. And granted, this is all, you know, handmade, handcrafted work from the Devil's Latex, which is probably not the case with this Freddy Krueger mask. You know, it's mass produced for the Halloween stores and everything, but still, when you compare the quality, I mean, it's right up there with it. That's kind of cool, man. That's pretty wicked. You know, I was thinking about giving this away to one of y'all, but now that I see them together, I'm extremely tempted to keep this. Because that just... They look so good together, don't they? I could put on my own little horror puppet show. Man, that's so funny to see them together like that. That looks pretty cool. I'll just have to put some eyeballs or something in Freddy, because with Jason, it works if the mask is on it. And so it looks like a real head. But if I just stuff Freddy's dome here, he needs some eyes. And probably his hat. I don't know, that'd be pretty funny. I'm thinking about displaying that now. Anyway, just curious, I wanted to show you this mask because I bought it. It's something that I never ever would have bought otherwise if I didn't have that concept in my head. And maybe that's a concept I'll still do one day, but it's not gonna be with this. I don't wanna cut this thing up because it just looks too good. And by the way, this is marked as A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master mask. So the other question is, are you gonna run to Spirit Halloween and get one? Let me know in the comments if you're gonna go buy one of these. Before I forget, if you're not interested in Freddy and you still haven't bought yourself a blank Jason mask to customize on your own, please visit my Etsy shop, the link is below. You can get a blank, the exact same blanks that you see me use in almost every single one of my videos, as well as vinyl chevron decals that are screen accurate size. I've got all the styles that you need, so please go check out my shop and get your goods. Also, if you want a cool grind away shirt like the one I'm wearing here, lyrics from one of my songs, please go to my spring shop. There's a link below in the info. I've got my grind away shirt there, and I've got all sorts of other Jason themed merch that I've designed myself or stuff that's based on masks that you've seen on my channel here. Also, if you want some entertainment, click right here and watch my movie reaction to watching A Nightmare on Elm Street for the very first time in my entire life. Thank you for watching. Hope everything is great in your world. Please like, comment, and share, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.